start by removing this cap here. That'll expose the bolt for this strap. Remove that with a 10mm. With a plastic trim tool, I'm going to go ahead and try to pop this out of place. And you want to use a plastic trim tool because, well, you don't want to ruin your paint. There we go. These clips are sometimes a little tough. You can press it up, well, up as in towards the top of the door, and then this whole panel pops off. I'm going to have to lower the window regulator and get access in here for the bolts to that hold the window in. And to do that, I'm going to unplug this connector and then the window regulator or the window motor connector. Now I'm going to take all these bolts out. These are all 10mm bolts. Now, just to roll this window down, I'm going to plug the motor back in, turn your ignition on, and press the button for it to go down. And at this point, you should be able to see this screw right here, or bolt, I should say, and then the same on the other side. Once we remove these, the glass will be free from the regulator itself. Now, with the window exactly where I want it, I'm going to unplug this. And then I need to remove this little cap here. That's going to actually allow me to get to that bolt right there, which is another bolt that secures the regulator and the window. So remove that, 10mm. All right, remove this one. Then same on the other side. Over here, there's a defroster cable. Go ahead and disconnect that. Now you can take the window, slide it up. Make sure it stays secure, doesn't fall on you. I slid it up all the way as if it was closed, and it can stay in this position until we're ready to put the new regulator onto the window. Go ahead and remove this nut, then remove these bolts here. These are all still 10mm. Perfect, that frees up this side. Do the same over here. And that frees up this side. It's got a hook here that has to come up and over. There's a cable attached right here. Go ahead and pop this out. You can take this, twist it, remove that. In order to make things a little bit easier to come out, I'm going to remove the motor off of the regulator right now. Just these two 10mm nuts. With a Phillips head screwdriver, remove these two screws. You're going to have to put a lot of pressure down because these are usually pretty stuck. Take those off completely. Now remove the regulator from the motor. One last thing to do before we throw out the old regulator is to remove this plate here. You can just pry up on it and it should come out. You need this so you can secure the new regulator onto the motor. Now you take your new regulator and put this plate on. It has this hook here that has to slide into that hole. Kind of like that. Press it down and back at the same time. And then press it on. Now you can take your motor and line it all up. If for some reason the slot in there for the gear doesn't line up, you can always take a pair of pliers and very, very gently twist it. You don't want to crack that piece of plastic. As you can see, this is my old one and it doesn't look like it's exactly lined up, and the motor is going to be in this position. So you can take a pair of pliers and very, very gently twist this. That'll turn the cables and turn this drive plate here to to where they look the same. Now it should fall right onto the motor. Now take your regulator and motor assembly, and you'll notice that it slides in just like this, but if you remember, I didn't take them off together. I separated them while it was still up here, and that's so that I could have a little bit more wiggle room. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put this in most of the way. Make sure this cable goes up into this slot here. Now you can put the motor onto the regulator here. And I'm going to attach it. Now you can attach it here with your two 10mm nuts. Can't use two at once. Now you can finish positioning this into place. That bolt lines up, so I'm going to start it. And this will act kind of like a pivot point for the rest of the regulator. Now you can see this hole is for the connector, and that falls right into place. Now my two top holes line up, but I won't start them yet because I still want some wiggle room for this side. This side goes on like this, so the cables cross over. Slide this in. And this here had a hook that needs to hook onto this cross brace here. And there's my other bolt hole. Start this one. That's still lined up. I'm going to go ahead and secure the cable up on here. Okay, now start in all your other bolts. All right, make sure they're all nice and snug. Go ahead and put that one back on. Let's make sure that these are all lined up. Perfect, so these are still all lined up. Now you can take the window. Make sure it stays in its tracks and doesn't fall. And line it up so that these hooks go right into their slot here. Kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to hold it there and start in my mounting bolts. Do this one. And this one. All right, make sure they're nice and snug. I'm going to test it out before I finish everything up, so plug it in and let's see how it works. Perfect. Now we can reinstall this cover here. And reconnect your electrical connectors. Make sure they're secure. Double check everything. If you have a vapor barrier here, don't forget about this little cap here. That just covers the hole. Go ahead and reinstall that. To install this piece, you have to slide this over this lip here, so kind of like a door panel. So set it up flush and then press it on. And now you want to make sure that all your push clips here line up. Once they do, press this up. Make sure it's secure. Now you can take your strap and reinstall that. And take your cover, Pop that back in. And there you have it.